Welcome aboard the Wedding Empires podcast with yours truly, Jac Ben, where we plunge into the depths of creativity, entrepreneurship, and the love-infused world of weddings. Each episode, we're going to unpack strategies, insights, and stories that empower you to craft the wedding business of your dreams. Welcome to the Wedding Empires podcast.
Welcome back to Wedding Empires Season 3. Today, I have a very special guest. His name is Dimitris Tavlidis, and he is an acclaimed wedding cinematographer based in Greece with over a decade of experience and a portfolio spanning more than 400 destination events. He's known for his authentic approach to storytelling, and Dimitris masterfully blends simplicity with elegance to create timeless wedding films that resonate really deeply with his clients. Beyond his craft, Dimitris has built a reputation for fostering meaningful collaborations with other wedding professionals, elevating the industry through his dedication and artistry. In this episode, we're going to dive into the importance of vendor relationships, exploring how working more cohesively with others can lead to greater success for everyone involved. So welcome to Wedding Empires, Dimitris.
Thank you for having me. I think I'm really happy today that I'm on this show. I was also checking the other episodes you had and all the work. And I think it's great for community, and everything I have seen from your show, it's add value. And I will add it to my Apple CarPlay and listening to other shows or new guests when traveling, stuff like that. I think this is really nice. And thank you for having the opportunity to be here. How are you?
Thank you. My day was busy. I'm preparing to be in the Wedding Business CEO Summit at the moment, which is happening in a few weeks, a lovely big free event. So I've just been preparing all my speaker notes and everything for that. And we were just discussing offline, it's the beginning of your day in Greece.
Yeah, actually. And, starting slow with some emails and some editing. But other than that, we are just on the chilling zone now because we don't have a lot of traveling now.
Yeah.
We usually start in May, and events and weddings the busy season goes till, October. And then we gather our strengths and relax a little bit.
I like that. The chilling zone. I like that.
Yeah.
That's usually what happens at my house about 4:00 each day.
It's great.
So why don't we go back? I want to hear about how you ended up in the wedding business to begin with. What's the story?
Yeah. I got asked about that a lot, and I think it was quite simple. I got involved. A friend was a cinematographer, was a wedding cinematographer, and one day he just invited me to join him for a bride preparation, just to help him. And on that day, I really loved the fact that it's a happy event, and you get to know more people, and everybody. It's cheerful. And after that, he proposed to me just to take a camera and join him other days. And on a repetitive, I went from event to event to event. And I think that practice most of the times it's the key element to be better and to be involved in this industry. But I think it's also really important that I was always like a tech geek. How can I say it? Because I always,
like me. Yeah.
I always liked cameras. I had a camera with me to go into parties and film stuff with mini DVs.
Yeah.
And then make it to DVDs and stuff like that. And was always fascinated to see little segments or family or friends and have that all saved and being able to watch that after some time with friends and family, and that evolved, and that's how I get started in the wedding industry. I mean, it was really, it was really simple.
Now, what you're here to talk about today is really about like perfecting those vendor relationships. Can you talk to me about why you think that's so important?
Yeah. Well, I think it's one of the most important elements to have a good relationship with vendors. I think when you attend a wedding and you have a smooth collaboration is truly the golden key that open doors to incredible opportunities, happy clients, reviews, and at the end of the day, future referrals to other clients. And when you have a team of vendors who are on time and they are supportive and everybody follows the timeline and the flowers and the table are ready before the guests arrive and the planner ensures everything runs smoothly, I think it's a perfect 10 also for the couple because
Yeah.
they also a great experience. Overall, it's not only elevating the wedding day. I mean, the day goes beyond the wedding day, where a wedding can be then featured in publication, and the couple is happy. We are all happy as a team, like photographers, planners, and everyone involved. And I think it's really super important.
So have you got any tips around, I guess, how people can take steps to like build trust and rapport with other wedding professionals? So say that they've worked together for the first time. What are the steps that you would take differently to really sort of build those relationships as well?
Well, I think it takes time, but I think it's nice to me personally. I always reach out if I work with a new vendor. I reach out to him, and if it's busy season, I can reach out to him again because in the wedding season everybody's traveling or they are super busy and stuff like that. And respectfully, when other vendors have time, we see the timeline when we talk about all the details of the day. I think also it's important on the wedding day just to be respectful for all vendors involved. Even I don't know, everybody's important. Everybody's there to do their job.
Yeah.
I think being flexible and respectful and showing that you are supportive are really key elements just to be part of the team and be appreciated on the day. And at the end of the day, people notice that you are supportive and they want to hang out with you if you are easygoing and being a little bit mindful and a little bit flexible because you know better than me that wedding days are a little bit sometimes, how can I say it, are really packed with lots of details on the timeline and everybody wants to do their best job. So having one vendor who is supportive and flexible and mindful, I think it's one of the important things that you can do on the wedding day.
Definitely. And how do you go about reaching out to these vendors? So say you've been booked for a job and at some point the person has said these are the other vendors that you'll be working with. Do you email them, call them? Like how do you actually approach them?
Well, on social media, it's now on our lives for sure, and I definitely will reach out to them via DM on socials on Instagram or Facebook, or if they don't reply, even on a shared email. And then, yeah, I think it's quite simple. But most of the times when we work with the planner, the wedding planner introduce all vendors with emails and links and stuff like that, and we use that to introduce ourselves. But I think it's always nice to reach out to someone even before they reach to you, or because as I said, it's really there are some really busy days with weddings and traveling, especially in the summer. And yeah,
I've got a question around specifically, I guess, being a cinematographer. How do you balance your creative ideas and input with the overall vision of the wedding planner or the wedding or the couple?
yeah, sure. So when I am introduced or I work with a specific couple or wedding planner, I always am a active listener. I always listen to the couple, what they want, what their creative vision it is, and how the day unfolds. It's also important that I explain to them afterwards that we are documentary filmmakers. So our style is not too much posing. We just let the day unfold as it is. And from that point and on, we just explain to them that we are like guests with cameras. We don't interfere too much. And we listen to them because they have maybe a vision or stuff like that. But for sure, it's important to have a discussion with the couple where they have seen our style, they understand how we see things. But at the end of the day, it's how the day unfolds. So we always tell them just to relax, enjoy the day, and we'll be there really discreet because we don't want to interfere a lot of it's their day. And I think this is also one of the points that couple truly appreciates and they value that. So we do a nice conversation with them and with the wedding planner. Of course, wedding planners, they have a lot of details on the wedding day. So we have a discussion with them on a different day about all the details, where our second shooters will be or our third second shooters, just to capture all details of the day on time, because sometimes we have small time slots to capture decor or stuff like that. And communication, I think it's is the key, and just being an active listener of the day, because it's not your day, it's their day. Of course, if you have suggestion for them as a professional, you can. They are also modern couples now. They are also listeners, and they trust, especially professional wedding vendors. And yeah, we try to be a guest with camera discreet on the wedding day.
So Kerry is on the live chat at the moment, watching us live, and she's got a question coming from a wedding planner. And she's saying, is there anything that wedding planners could do better when you work with a planner? Is there anything that you've seen planners do time and time again that just doesn't work from a cinematographer perspective?
I think something that we have encountered a few times, even on the previous summer season, was just having everything, the decor, or one element that I can recall now, the decor, when it's especially when it's a bigger event, they have everything set up. It's important to have everything set up on time, because sometimes we have 5-10 minutes before the guests come in, and they can also have a different area for the guest to have their cocktail, and a different area for the main event, where is the extravagant, the fancy stuff.
Yeah.
Well, the photographer and the videographers can have like 5-10 minutes uninterrupted on the area, just to have those amazing shots that everything is wow and stuff like that, without guests inside, because we are trying to mix our creative eye, but also we are chasing down some guests that are interfering, in the venue, that take selfies or stuff like that. People are people at the end of the day.
Yeah.
And other idea that it was really nice, and the couples enjoyed that. We sometimes suggested that we can have the couple inside the venue before the guests, just enjoying the money that they have paid for this extravaganza setup. So having just a few shots of them inside there, we always see their happy faces, and really seeing the decor as it is, not when it's already night and every guest is on that. And we've seen this. We have seen the couples being really super happy when they are before the guest inside the venue and enjoying that by themselves.
Okay, wonderful. Now, what about after the event? I know something that I used to do was go through and leave a Google review for each of the vendors that I worked with. I thought that was a nice gesture. Do you have any other tips around sort of continuing that relationship off the back of the event?
Yeah, so I think the wedding day actually doesn't end for us when the wedding professionals at the end of the day. We have then the editing, and there is also lots of elements that we can benefit from after the wedding day. For example, the publications. So when we have seen, when we are collaborative with amazing professionals, we have seen publication from wedding planners who have sent the wedding to a great publication, and everybody benefited from that. We have seen photographers do that, or blogs, and active cinematographers like myself. I don't expect from the photographer or the wedding planner to send a publication somewhere. We are also really active on that side, and we know that when everybody is trying the best, only good things can happen. So, and after besides a publication, I think social media is also great. I mean, collaborating on posts or reposting stuff, especially when you had a great wedding and everything runs smoothly. I think those two are really, really important just to keep on with the wedding. And I think when a professional, I think we are all away from success. We are one wedding away. So when you have a great wedding, and you can use that for your portfolio and stuff like that, you really don't have to do like 100 weddings to have just a little bit success, either as a videographer or a photographer or a wedding planner. This is how I see it. Because for us, we have seen when we had like one great wedding on the wedding season, we use that wedding to have it on our website, on our landing page, and we use that, and many couples reach out to us and say, hey, we saw, because we get feedback from the couples, and they like, we ask them like, how did you find us and stuff like that, and they say, oh yeah, we saw this amazing wedding there on that blog, or on a wedding planner's Instagram, or on the photographer's page. And this at the end of the day help us reach to couples, and not only couples that also value having a great vendor team on the wedding day, because there are many times when they want to book the whole team. When they see a great wedding and they see a specific wedding planner and a specific cinematographer and photographer and florist, they want the whole team.
Yeah. Okay. My last question for you is, what advice would you give to new vendors who are trying to establish themselves in a competitive market?
Yeah, nice. Well, we all started from zero. So based on my experience, I think you have to be patient and persistent. Just to don't rush things, just master your craft. I think building a successful business takes time and effort. Sometimes we get discouraged by slow starts or some setbacks. Even now, where we get a lot of leads and lots of couples reach out to us, there are some days where we feel that we are not good enough, or nothing goes right or stuff like that. But I think when you just continue and you learn and you adapt, you are building more experience. And this is a long journey. I mean, you have to enjoy the journey first foremost. Other advice, I would say the network and collaborate, as we have spoke. I mean, this is key. Being flexible, being kind, being supportive. Don't be weird on the wedding day. Just smile a little bit more.
A guy not being weird.
Yeah.
Something that I mention in the courses at the Wedding Academy is, if there are people that you want to work with, reach out to them and offer to promote them to your clients. Offer to help them. Don't go to them and want something, but go to them and say, I love your your ceiling installations. They're amazing. Do you mind if I grab some of your flyers and give them to my clients, or refer you to, my client? That's a nice way, isn't it? It's a generous and nice, authentic way. I also think going in person is a game changer as well. Those places that have a shop front or a venue, going and introducing yourself in person is so much more effective, I think, than emailing the bulk email to everybody, huh?
Yeah, especially these days where everything is social media and you don't get to see much people besides the actual event.
Yeah.
yes, to hang out with other vendors. And the tip that you mentioned previous, I am lucky enough that I have seen this kind of stuff. When we talk with a client, we always ask respectfully that, can you tell us how did you find us? Have you found us from Google, social media, or a friend or someone suggested? And often we are suggested by other professionals where we have never worked together. So other professionals have just noticed our work, and when a couple ask, hey, you want a wedding videographer? Yeah, just ask Dimitris and his studio. And that's really like amazing for us, mind blowing when someone suggested that we have not worked together. But we also do that. If I love a work from a specific photographer or a wedding planner, even if I have not worked with them, and especially if the couple's vision or style, some couples want more bright or more fine art stuff or whatsoever. And if I know someone that is on that style, I just refer to them, because at the end of the day, I think it's all about network and being real and authentic. And one more tip I would have on this journey of being a professional, I would say that you have to be aware of your financial health. I mean, you have to know your numbers, because sometimes you can say, yeah, I'm super busy, and yeah, I'm full booked and stuff like that, but you have not seen your expenses. How many hours have you worked?
Yeah. That's a whole other episode.
Yeah, but I think I just wanted to mention that you have to be financially cautious about your numbers. Yeah. So these three.
Yeah, I agree.
To check out your balances, be patient, and just be authentic and real with other vendors and supportive.
I love it.
Yep.
Thank you so much, Dimitris. It has been a pleasure getting to know you. And I'm sure for anybody listening who is thinking about or got clients interested in destination weddings in Greece, you were the person they're going to call to do the video. So I am going to put all the links to your website, Instagram and Facebook inside the show notes. So have a look there. But yeah, it's been an absolute pleasure. We'll get you back another time and we'll talk some more.
Thank you. Thank you for this lovely podcast. Thank you very much.
Thank you. Lovely to meet you.
Likewise.
Okay.
This episode of Wedding Empires is brought to you by the Wedding Academy, where you can start and grow your wedding business. We offer certificate courses, group coaching programs, and a whole heap of templates and worksheets and things to help you get started and grow your wedding business. For more information, visit weddingacademyglobal.com. And don't forget to use your 5% discount code PODCAST when checking out.